Nitro family. Just in here going over some engine stuff. Look at these bad babies ready to shoot something up. Look at them. They ready. They ready. But yeah, just want to come to y'all. Got some breaking news for the family about my Reds R5R Team Edition that we had a discussion about on one of the TTR team tip Tuesdays. When I sealed this motor up, I about the front bearing leak, and also Nitro Freak came with a video saying kind of the same thing about front bearing leaks. So after that video, I had messaged Adam Drake to see what he would say about, is it normal for your front bearings to leak? And he messaged me back, and he was just saying that I just want to show y'all. What he was saying. This is just me, where I messaged him just to ask him. You know, I was like, Adam, good morning. I have a red R5 VAR Team Edition engine that developed a front bearing leak. So I replaced the front bearing and tested the engine to see if it still had the bearing leak with the new bearing. And yes, because when I replaced the bearing, it still had a leak with the new bearing. So that's what I'm talking about here when I said I replaced it with the new bearing. And yes, the new bearing had a leak also. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. My bad, y'all. Had a bearing leak. The new bearing had a bearing leak also. The engine is in great shape. It's just the front bearing that is the problem. How can I fix this? So he responded back by saying, hello, Corey. He said, hello, Corey. He asked me, what front bearing are you using and how did you test it? Talk to you soon, Adam. So he just asked me a question like what kind of bearing I was using. I basically used the the stock Reds front bearing. So I answered him back saying it's a Reds blue rubber seal Japanese bearing. And I asked him, what did he think about that? What you think? So then I asked him, was he at Wicked Weekend? Because this is the same time that Wicked Weekend was going on. He was like, so then I go down to just explaining to him how we tested it. I just told him how, you know, like I said in the video, how you kept off the carburetor, and then you kept off the exhaust port outlet in the back of the engine, and then, you know, you put the fuel tubing on the fuel nipple on the carburetor, the fuel outlet, and put, you know, sudsy water around the bearing, and then you blow into the tubing, and then if it bubbles up, then that lets you know that your bearing is leaking. So told him how I tested it, did the test, and then he said, gotcha. He said, no, I'm not at Wicked Weekend. He said, no, I'm not at Wicked Weekend. He said, with enough pressure, I could see that happening with the most bearings, but haven't tested that method personally. So then I asked him, you know, how do you test yours? And he's like, I don't really have a way that I test them. It's pretty much if you're having tuning, if you're having trouble tuning and there's a lot of fuel leaking, then it's time to swap it out, which is talking about the front bearing. So from that, he just saying it's not out of the ordinary that the front bearing could leak something. That's not nothing out of the normal, that it may leak a little. But if it's excessive, then like he said, it'd be time to swap it out. Or if you're having trouble, if you notice a lot of fuel leaking, then it's time to swap it out. And then, okay, I asked Adam, so you gotta do your research. He's not the only one I asked, so I had to, I came up with, like, y'all gotta have a plan B, a backup plan. So I asked Adam, then I turned around and asked, let me go back. So that's what Adam said about it. So I asked my man right here. That's my boy, Rex Welch, RW Mars. So I said, Rex, is it normal for a front bearing to leak some, or should it seal all the way? Should the front bearing seal your motor all the way, or is it normal for the front bearing to leak? Basically, is what I'm saying here. And then he said they can leak some. I have heard of some people leaving a full tank of fuel. It can siphon in while sitting, so I guess it can seep out while it's just sitting there. So I said okay, and I told him that I had the same thing. I had a leak on my front bearing of the Reds R5R Team Edition. So I changed the bearing and put a new bearing in and tested it, and the new bearing had a leak also. So then he said the new bearings, they aren't a full seal. So I just said thank you. I don't know, and I thought it was possible to it was supposed to be sealed, but thank you. It's basically what I'm saying right there. But anyway, like I said, from both of these reputable, well-known engine gurus, Rex Welch and Adam Drake, both saying that it's not uncommon for your front bearing to leak, but if they're leaking excessively and you can tell that it's leaking a lot and you're having trouble tuning, then yeah, swap it out. But it's not, if you do put a new bearing in, it still may leak a little bit, but if it's not excessive and if it's not making you have trouble tuning your engine, then you're good. So just want to share that with my family to let y'all know that if you do have a bearing leak, and like I had one on this, on my Reds Team Edition. So like I said, I had the front bearing link, so I went on and just sealed up everything like I showed y'all. I just sealed up everything. So I'm probably going to next running video I'm gonna do, probably pop this in the truck. That's what I run it in the most, in the truck, and test it out and see how different did it make a difference or whatever, because it's got a new front bearing. So we're gonna test it out next running video, so y'all stay tuned. But I just want to break this news to y'all that I got the information for two top-notch guy that mods engines and one of the best racers that does engine work in the business. So I'm not giving y'all no bull, letting y'all know straight up the truth about that front bearing. So we won't be freaking out if we see a little oil, so we won't over exaggerate and thinking that the engine is no good, or but if you see a lot of oil coming out, or excessive or more than normal, you know your engine is good, then yeah, you might have a problem. So swap it out, put another one in. So we know what's up now. So just giving that breaking news to y'all. Once again, EKJ reporting live. Breaking news in the Nitro family. Letting y'all know what's up. Ooh. These babies right here, they looking good, ready to shoot. Ready. Off our team edition. This is the first team edition right here. That's the next one, the first R5R edition. This the newest R5R. This the latest team edition. Red's R5R right here. This morning modified. But yeah, just giving y'all that breaking news, y'all. Hey, treat people the way you want to be treated. If you ain't ripping, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you ain't ripping, you tripping. I ain't got no excuse not to rip, and I'm gonna rip. I appreciate it, y'all. Hey, treat people the way you want to be treated. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Remember, COVID is out there, but keep God first. Pray to Him, ask Him to protect you. Don't worry about it. Leave it in God's hands. He gonna take care of us. So trust in what you pray in. So He got us. All right, y'all. Nitro family. Later. Yeah.